How's it going, viewers? SilverSam6i7 here, and I am here ready to watch Star Wars The Force Awakens. I am standing here next to Finn. I'm going to go and get to see him on screen. I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting this a long time. I'm going to go see it, and then I'm going to give you guys my review. So I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit, and with my review on, hopefully, this amazing movie. Alright. So, starting off, keep in mind that this is the non-spoiler review of the movie. If you've already seen the movie, or if you want to see my thoughts on everything with spoilers, be sure to click right about here for the spoiler review. But let's get on with it. So, this movie, it was definitely a pretty good movie, especially if you're a fan of original trilogy Star Wars nostalgia. There's quite a lot of references to, actually more specifically, A New Hope, rather than the entire original trilogy. But there's a lot of little things, not exactly hidden, but kind of put in to different places, kind of give that nostalgic feel. And it really did, I'd say, work, because I really felt a lot of that nostalgia in there. But at the same time, this current and new story still felt new and original enough that I actually felt like it probably could hold up just on its own. Yet at the same time, it is extremely reminiscent of A New Hope, in that the kind of more the beginning of the storyline is very, very similar. And so I'm imagining some critics are going to watch it and say that it seemed very much like A New Hope, but the thing is, once you get kind of past the first act of the movie, you realize that things actually get pretty different. And I'd say it's different in a good way, because I actually really did enjoy kind of seeing how each character progressed through the narrative. And I actually really liked how each character in the movie kind of has their own agenda and their own story going on. It's interesting to see how, even though they are all together, they all still have kind of their own plans in mind, but they do ultimately all agree for the same one, which is actually kind of interesting to see. And I really like how they did play it out. And I do like a lot of the actors that are in this. I thought that they did a really, really good job. Probably some of the best acting I've seen overall, like in the overall cast in a Star Wars movie. And I did really enjoy just a lot of the overall feel, a lot of the story, and I'm really waiting to see what they bring in with Episode 8, because this movie really is setting up a lot for the next one. And that's not a bad thing, I would say, because it really sets the anticipation very, very high for Episode 8. But, I mean, like I said before, you can actually watch this probably on your own. And without any prior knowledge, you probably can understand a bit of it. Like, probably enough to actually understand what's happening, at the very least. And I kind of like that as well. But at the same time, they did bring a whole new level to everything. And I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, even though they did kind of say that even though the story is very similar to the original, it brings a whole new kind of standard. And you know, it's obviously it's a standard that they're going to be breaking with the next one, and then with Episode 9. And I'm really interested to see how they do with that, because it seemed like they set it pretty high, and I like it. I'm going to try to refrain from saying anything else about any of the characters, because I feel like at this point, if I say anything else any further, a lot of people are going to be able to tell a lot of things about specific characters. But I did like how the characters really kind of enhanced each other in a sense, where it's like a lot of times where one character by itself would be kind of cool, but then when they're working together with another character, they'd be even cooler. I like that a lot. But also another thing, I also kind of liked how there wasn't a single foreign planet from any of the previous Star Wars movies that they actually went to. And I thought that was actually really neat because we got to see a lot more of the galaxy, rather than just what there was. And that was kind of neat. There's some pretty cool planets. Specifically, I guess actually I won't say it. There's one in particular that I like, but I guess I won't say anything about it. I'll leave that up to everyone who's watching this. And obviously, if anyone's watched my my Sphero BB-8 unboxing, they would know that I absolutely love the little droid BB-8, and BB-8 had probably the best part I could imagine in this movie. And comedy is something where in a Star Wars movie there's not a ton of, but usually when there is some, it's usually fairly good. But there's not usually a lot of that. And in this movie, BB-8 brought a whole lot, making BB-8 probably easily my favorite character of the entire movie. I just absolutely loved how BB-8 interacted with each character. It was just awesome. And I think that's definitely going to be something you're going to hear a lot from a whole lot of other reviewers. It's probably an original statement. But and I can't really say much else about the plot or the characters or anything without giving much away. So I'm just going to leave it at... I give it a solid 2 thumbs up. It was a very, very, very entertaining movie. If you're a fan of the original trilogy, you're going to like it. If you're a fan of the new trilogy, you're probably still going to like it. But if you're just a fan of Star Wars in general, you're going to like it for sure. Because it was very, very classic Star Wars with a lot of new quality, which I thought was absolutely perfect for the franchise. And I'm totally excited to see what's next. So I guess that'll be about it for this review. Be sure to stay tuned for when you do see the movie so that you can check out the spoiler review, see how I felt about it. That's about it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. May the Force be with you.